to anyone that has the desire to start their own business or a
hmm
creative venture, what
hmm
advice would you give them besides just give it a start?
Don't give up. And there's going to be a lot of negative voices, whether that's from the
Mm.
people around you, whether it's from social media. You got to tune those voices out and just focus on your course. If you believe in it, that's all you need to keep coming back to.
Welcome to Collective Guidance with your host, Charla Goodnight. This is a space where we come together to share wisdom, stories, and insights from thought leaders and everyday humans alike. Here, you'll find conversations on spirituality, health, wellness, parenting, and the human experience, all designed to remind you that you are not alone and that we are all connected. Let's step into the guidance we can only find together. Do you have an idea that lives inside of you, but you're afraid to take the next steps to make it happen? Our guest today, Natalie Zellers, is a mom, artist, and entrepreneur. She is a creator of Everywear, and she blends fitness, family, and art with a mission to spread kindness, creativity, and cosmic magic. I absolutely love the cosmic magic. And, I'm a big fan of fitness.
Yep.
I think you are nothing but a baddie when it comes to fitness. Welcome, Natalie. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of How to Live a Creative Life.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited and I hope we can help lots of people today.
Yeah, just inspire one person to
Yep.
go for that thing that they have been given, that creativity that
hmm
that came to them. Okay, so how did you start the brand Everywhere?
So, after my daughter was born, 2017, I was spending a lot of time trying to get my workouts done at home. So, at the time, we had a Peloton bike, and I also used to be a spinning instructor. So, I was at home and I'm sick. You know how you drape your towel across the handlebars? Sometimes maybe it falls off. You have to unclip the goddamn cleats.
Ugh.
So I'm like, I'm sick of this. As soon as I get off this, I'm going to go on the computer and I'm going to look for a sweat towel that stays around your neck. Like, there's got to be one out there. So I'm searching, I'm looking on Amazon, searching Google, nothing. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, days go by, I'm still like, randomly going back and looking, seeing if maybe I missed something. And I'm like, well, shit, if I want it, maybe other people would want it. So let me sketch something out, having an art background. So I sketched it out and then I just started researching businesses that could help me get some kind of prototype turned around. So coming from an art background, I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done anything like this. So anyways, I found a company over in Miami and kind of just started to get the ball rolling and then found a manufacturer. And I believe very end of 2019, beginning of 2020 is when like the website launched and the wearable sweat towel came to life. And the biggest thing for me was finding a fabric that was so lightweight, you really wouldn't even feel it on you, having it be antibacterial, antimicrobial, and just like bottom line, convenient. So
I
yeah.
mean, I literally have chills all over my body right now from just being divinely guided by
Yeah.
spirit. And it sounds like every step of the way because you had never done any of that stuff before.
No, whole nother world. No
Yeah.
clue. No clue what
Yeah.
to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you figure it out.
And did you feel like you were given divine steps to figure it out?
I've always been like that type A personality, like write up that plan and just keep going, keep chipping away at it. I would ask other people for advice, but yeah, maybe I was meeting the right people at the right times was, another part of it, or that
That's
one
divine
person,
intervention, babe.
yeah, gave me that one little piece of advice or that one recommendation that just kept things moving in the right direction.
What has this process taught you in life?
That anyone can do anything? Really? I mean, give it a shot. Like, what do you have to lose? Even if you fail, it's still a learning experience,
Yeah,
and that's never
1000%.
failing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah.
To anyone that has the desire to start their own business or a
Mhm.
creative venture, what
Mhm.
advice would you give them besides just give it a start?
Don't give up, and there's gonna be a lot of negative voices, whether that's from the people around you, whether it's from social media. You gotta tune those voices out and just focus on your course. If you believe in it, that's all you need to keep coming back to.
Yeah. How do you keep that out of your head?
I'm not gonna lie. There were times where I'm like, fuck it. I give up. I can't do this anymore. This product is stupid. Nobody wants to buy it.
I love
You know,
mine. I think I
well,
bought like 4 of them from you one day when I was like, "I am so damn tired of my towel falling on the
yeah,
floor." And then I was like, "Wait a second.
yeah,
Natalie has a solution."
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I've had a lot of rejection too, like putting yourself out there, going into stores,
Mm.
sending it to people, emailing it. Either you won't hear back from someone or they think it's, to them, it's a stupid idea. It's easy to say you can't let it get to you because it's going to, but feel it, deal with it, let it pass, and move on and keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great advice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what about to the moms that
Yeah.
have kids, and because you have 2 kids,
Mm-hmm.
you started this when your daughter was born,
Yep.
and you have an older son.
Yep. My son was almost 4.
Right. So you started this when you had young kids. What about
Yeah.
to that parent, man or woman, that has a
Mm-hmm.
young kid? How do your kids keep you inspired and drive? What do you say to them?
I wanted to set an example for them not to give up. So they were some of my biggest motivators. I mean, they saw these all over the house. They saw what I was doing and they grew up with it. So I wanted them to see you have an idea, go for it and don't give up. Keep going. And they would ask me questions all the time. What's my son? What's going on with the GymBib mom? Oh, how many GymBibs did you sell? So they're watching, they're listening.
Because it used to be called GymBib.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It used, and then you just
Yep.
not too long ago changed the name
Yep.
to Everywhere,
I did.
which I like. I like that. But I did like Jim Bib too, because it was kind of,
Yep.
fun, quirky,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
just kind of like whenever I open time trial cycle, and
Yeah.
then I changed it to Cycle Guru. Rebranding is completely okay and can sometimes, when you
Yeah.
rebrand, bring
Hmm.
a brand new energy to the business.
That's what I'm hoping. And I didn't want to limit it. I didn't want to limit it. I didn't want people to think this is only for the gym because you can literally wear this stuff everywhere, outside, traveling. And now there's the sweat wristbands, headbands, scrunchies. It's like everywhere for every body, anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, my boyfriend kind of needs that for when he goes out and does yard work, because he's like so
Right?
sweating everywhere.
Oh, yeah. I've given them to like the UPS drivers, the mail carriers. Like, if I see someone sweaty, they're getting one,
Yeah.
no matter what they're doing.
I love that your kids have helped you
Yeah.
in being an inspiration. What else inspires you in this business and to be creative in life?
I was an artist and drew since I was a young girl. And then when I got to college, I'm like, how am I going to make money being an artist? What am I going to do? So that's when I kind of got into graphic design. And for 20 years, I stopped doing, hands-on art, something that wasn't at the computer. So I think when I started this business, part of me was missing that creative side. That creative part of me was looking to come back. And it's funny, do you know what? I don't even think I realized until you asked me that question. Because now I'm finally getting back into my art. Because again, why did I wait so long to do that? So it started coming back when I made this product. I got to be creative again. I got to design things for social media, make videos.
Yeah, your
So that
videos are absolutely hilarious. Can I just tell
yeah,
you?
so it was
I
fulfilling.
love it whenever I see your videos on social media. And like, she is such a character. She makes me laugh so much.
And
Yeah.
that's we have to laugh.
Yeah, we
Humor
do.
is a huge part. Yeah, huge part, I think.
Yeah. Laughter just raises your vibration in every
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah. So, what's been one of your biggest struggles in managing business with motherhood and creativity?
I think a lot of other moms will relate to this. I feel like we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. So even when you're raising the kids, I felt like, "Oh, I need to be doing more. Like I need to still be doing something for myself." And then I put all these things on my plate. And then it's to the point where, back in February of 2023, I didn't know what was happening. I had a massive panic attack and I ended up in the
Mm.
hospital because I'm putting it's the business, it's the kids, it's trying to be the perfect wife and the perfect mom. And then it's like, your body's like, nope, you're done. Something has to change.
How did you overcome panic attacks?
Actually, I didn't want to get on medication. Like, I didn't
Mm.
want to get on Xanax or something to make myself feel better. So I'm like, let me try meditation. And so I got into that a little bit. I got the Calm app. And then you said two words to me one day, Joe Dispenza. And it
Mm.
changed my life moving forward.
I
I
love
mean,
that. I got chills
yep.
all over my body. Joe Dispenza.
Yeah. I'll never forget that day where we were. I remember
We were at the
everything
gym.
about it.
We were at the gym and I was
Yep.
watching you kick ass at the gym because you are one of the hardest workers there is. You come in and you get it done.
And
You're not
maybe
there
that's
to
part of like me releasing all the things.
well, movement
Yeah.
releases unwanted energy
I
and
know.
it definitely allows you to calm yourself down through chemical release in the brains
Hmm.
from movement. Movement is so
Hmm.
essential for us daily and
Yeah.
not for how we look, but to create how we feel. And
Hmm.
then incorporating meditation in. So, what happened when you started meditating?
I think I found his first one, just it was like happened to be a free one on YouTube. I'm like, let me try this. It was like 20 minutes. I don't know. I had never felt those things. It was like going to another dimension just from
Mm.
that, just from one. I never even done it before. And it was like addicting. I want more of this. And then I found myself needing it when those symptoms would come up. When I started to get real panicky, I would have a lot of sensitivity to loud sounds, bright lights. So I would learn to notice those symptoms. And then it's like, okay, I have to make the time to meditate, which is also very hard. There's always other things to do. There's laundry, there's cleaning the house, a million other things you could do. So finding the time to fit that in was
Yeah.
one of the hardest things, but one of the most necessary things
Yeah. Wow. Thank
for
you
my
so
mental
much.
health.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. To anyone
Yeah.
that is, would like to meditate, but they're like, oh, I can't meditate. What do you say to them?
I'm glad you said that because my husband says it all the time. I don't want to hear it. That's baloney. You can. You can. You can. Even Charlotte, don't you agree? Like, even if you start with 1 minute, just
Girl, that is what I preach. I say, start with 30 seconds
yes.
of just breath. Just breathe. Just breathe
Yeah.
for 30 seconds. And then when that 30 seconds goes by, you're going to
Hmm.
notice that, oh my God, that was only 30 seconds. I can do a minute. And
Yeah.
then from a minute, you can move to 2 minutes and you can gradually, it's just about the connecting to your breath,
Hmm.
connecting to your body.
Yeah.
It's not about fully silencing your mind as much as it is being aware of where your mind is and
Mhm.
giving yourself compassion in that moment and not being frustrated with yourself because your mind is
Mhm.
all over the place. Just
Yeah.
gently bringing it back like a kid that keeps going to the candy jar or cookie jar. You keep guiding
Mm.
them back and saying, not right now. We can go to the cookie jar later. We can think
Mhm.
later. Right now, we're just going to have some calm and
Mhm.
serenity. Oh,
Yeah. I like to think of it as, and this is what I tell the kids. I was trying to explain it to my son. My daughter doesn't quite understand it, but it's like you have to come back home. Like this is home. You, your heart, your body. You have to come. Take a minute. Take a 5 minutes, 10 minutes to come back home.
Joe Dispenza has a meditation called The Things We Tell Ourselves Matter that
Mhm.
is meant for kids.
Mhm.
And when my kids start getting anxious or really frustrated, I'm like, let's go. We're going to my bed. We're going to sit and we're going to listen to this. And it just kind of brings them back
Yeah.
because the things that we tell ourselves do matter.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
working on that with my son right now because he gets pretty severe anxiety, and I'm like trying to get him, can we please, like, can you try this for 5 minutes? But what's working for him right now is art. He's an amazing artist. Is
Mm.
he puts it all out in his artwork. But I'm really trying, like, let's just try it for a minute. See if it helps you
Yeah.
feel better.
Yeah. It's hard to get that
But he's
message really.
11. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
hard to get it across to an 11-year-old. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, you talk about your return to art as a form of self-care and expression. Tell me
Mhm.
more about that.
Yeah. So I probably maybe about 3 or 4 months ago, I've had this pull for quite some time now to go back to art. And specifically, I love being around kids. I'm like, oh, maybe I can do something with kids. Maybe I'll go be an art teacher again, putting all this pressure on myself. What am I going to do? I got to do something. I want to go back to art. So it has to be something structured. So I actually made an appointment with a local art therapist.
Mm.
And her advice to me, well, one of her pieces of advice was get an art journal. Just start an art journal. Maybe you write an entry in there and do some artwork over it. So that's what I did. And it like was this flame that lit a fire, just getting back out my art supplies again. And now I can't stop because anytime I'm feeling anything, happiness, sadness, sometimes I just want to cry. I have been expressing it through my artwork again. I never painted before. I was always stuck to pencil and pastel. And now I'm experimenting with paint and I just want to go bigger and do more of it. And it's been such a wonderful release. And it's gotten my daughter interested. She's doing art with me. My son comes home and gets excited about the artwork. So, I mean, it's been wonderful for the whole family. My
D-
husband comes home and he's like, it's so nice to see you painting when I get home.
does he participate in any of the art?
So he's like I was. He likes to do pencil and like a fine tip marker. He's like, I can't do paint. It's the mixing colors. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll ease into it. We'll
Yeah.
ease into it. You
What
have
do
to
you
just
say?
let it go.
What kind of advice do you give the person that is afraid to do the art, is afraid to, and says, it's kind
Mm,
of like the person that says, I can't meditate, the person
yes.
that's like, I'm not
Yeah.
creative. What do you say
Yeah.
to the person that is not creative?
Who cares? Who gives a shit? Just let it go. And you'd be amazed. You'd be amazed what comes out when you just let it go. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let it go. Let it go. Just put something on the paper and watch what it turns into.
Yeah.
Who cares? You're going to mess up. Mess up what?
Isn't it interesting how we have like, it has to be perfect?
Yeah.
What do you think that's about? Like, as an artist, do you feel that it has to be perfect?
I'm getting better. I'm getting over that. but that's taken a long time. The practice, just like yoga, just like meditation. It's a practice too.
Yeah.
But I've made a promise to myself to not do any artwork that I don't feel, doesn't come from something inside. Everything is from a feeling. I can title my artwork before it's finished because I feel it, I see it, and then I create it.
That's so interesting. You feel it in
Hmm.
the heart,
Yep.
and then you see it,
I see it in my head and then I create it.
and then you create it.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. Like the one in the middle behind me.
So pretty.
So it started out, I loved the background and then I loved the golden color I did. And then I had this idea. I knew the color. I did it and I'm like, fucked it up. I hate it. I hate it.
It
I'm
looks
going to throw it
great.
out. And then I'm like, no, we're going to turn this into something that I love. So I started working on it more. I'm going to do a little more today and I'm really starting to like it again.
Yeah, I think it looks great. I mean, I love it. It looks really great.
Yeah. But it's all, they all mean something to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have something really interesting that you've added to your plate, and
Yeah.
it makes me think of the wheel of life. You have your
Hmm.
business, you have your
Hmm.
family, you
Yeah.
have, your finances, you have your health, you're an avid working out person. How many times a week do you work out?
3 to 5.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Hmm.
you take care of your body, you eat
Yeah.
healthy, and you've just introduced something else that can
Yeah.
really bring a lot of impact into your life. Tell us about that.
And I felt for a while that through art and through the creative expression that I I could, and I know I could be of service in some way, like that I could use it to help people, to help children, to help adults, whatever. So I recently have became a volunteer at a vow and I am going to be leading the creative expressions at a vow kids.
Oh, wow. So, what is
Yeah.
that? I mean, what does that mean?
So like there's one coming up where the kids have a day off of school. So it's like a 2 hour allotted time and we're going to express ourselves creatively through art to help with healing and feeling and
Mm.
all the things.
Yeah. So, if someone's going through a tough time, turning to art and creativity
Hmm.
can help navigate that with a little bit more ease.
Of course. Let's just do art.
It takes your mind when you're in the creative act, it
Yeah.
takes your mind off of the 3D reality
Yeah.
and takes you to another dimension where everything is perfect as it is.
Exactly. And you don't even have to talk sometimes. Just the art of doing it can be healing and calming. Sometimes we just need calm,
Yeah.
and
Sometimes we do.
quiet.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
quiet. No one
Hmm.
talking to us and just moving
That's
in
it.
it.
We don't have to talk. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Natalie, if you could give listeners
Hmm.
any piece of advice with business, creativity, how to navigate the human experience with more ease, what are 3 things that you would say that they could incorporate into their life to give more ease?
Meditation,
I knew you were going to say that first.
gratitude, more gratitude. Like as soon as you have any negative thought, any negative emotion, immediately just gratitude for something. And I feel like that automatically just changes the chemistry in your body. And just always come back to your heart. I'm big on that. I know it sounds cheesy, but it all comes back to love and the heart and empathy. For me, that's my biggest thing. Always bring it back to your heart.
Yeah. How do you encourage your kids to do that?
Repeating it over and over. Well, my kids are complete opposites. So you have to find, based on who they are as humans, what works for them, what resonates with them,
Yeah.
what clicks for them, because that's going to be different for everybody.
Yeah.
So finding the right words, the right activities,
Yeah.
it's learning every day
It is a learning every day and giving
and
yourself.
giving ourselves grace. Yeah.
We were just about to
Yep.
say the same thing.
Yeah.
Grace. Grace is
Compassion.
and compassion,
Mhm.
so important. The
Yeah.
compassion piece is so important.
Be kind to yourself. I want to add that into the 3, make it 4.
Yeah, be kind to yourself. Yeah, because when we're kind to ourselves, we can be kind to others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we know that the human experience is not easy. We're all in this.
Yep.
Some say experiment. I don't really think it's an experiment for myself.
No. Yeah.
I think it is a evolution of my soul to rise to a higher state of consciousness and awareness
I
for
agree.
myself. So
The meaning of life is finding your meaning, our meaning. That's what
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, no, it is your own meaning because everyone
Yeah.
has a different meaning. So yeah, thank you so much for coming on here. Okay. If people want to get an Everywear sweat towel,
Mhm.
where can they do that? Give
It's
people the details.
everyweartowel.com, but wear is spelled WEAR. So everyweartowel.com.
Everyweartowel.com.
.com. Yep.
And they can also follow you on social media.
Yes, I'm taking a little break from that right now, going back to mental health. But yeah, it's Natalie Z Orbit. So like Natalie's Orbit
Oh,
on
I
Instagram.
love that. Natalie's
Yeah.
Orbit. But taking a break from social media is such an important thing. I
Mhm.
mean, I do it a lot.
Yeah, you
And
have to.
it's not because, like I feel like social media is doing something to me negatively.
Right.
It's because I like the present moment with people, with my dog, with my kids,
Mhm.
with I like
Yeah.
human interaction more than, virtual
Yeah.
interaction.
Yeah.
But I do love watching dog videos.
Me too.
So if you ever come across any great dog
Good to know.
videos,
Okay.
send
Okay.
them my way because I love a good dog video. I love anything that's going to make
Same.
me laugh.
Yep.
So yeah, the dog videos are legit the best. So shout out
Yes.
to all the dog creators out
Keep
there.
them coming.
Yeah, keep them coming. You are spreading joy and love.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining me today and sharing how creativity can bring just a calmness in life and bring more presence.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Thank you
it
for
so much.
having me. I felt this was very therapeutic, didn't you?
Yeah, it definitely is. And I love that you are still doing Dr. Joe because he is amazing. He really is. So
Life changing.
yeah, it is life changing. It was a big shift for me. And I'm glad that your anxiety is under control without.
Or I know how to keep it under control.
Yeah, you have
doing those
tools to
mindful
keep
things.
it under control rather than medication. So, which there's
100%.
nothing wrong with medication, but I'm happy for you that meditation is working. So,
Yeah.
thank you so much, you guys, for joining us. If this episode resonated with you, please like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram at Collective Guidance Podcast or on our website, collectiveguidance.com. And I look forward to sharing with you the next time. Have a wonderful day full of joy, love, and most importantly, go be creative. Have a great day. Thank you for joining me today on Collective Guidance. I hope you feel lighter, more inspired, and deeply connected to your own path. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Collective Guidance or our website, collectiveguidance.com. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with a friend and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, may you walk with clarity, courage, joy, and love.